All right, starting this transmission. Let me make sure everything is okay. I love you. Omni Christos love, baby. I gotta monitor the internet connections, but got lights, we got sound. Hello. And action. We're ready to rock and roll, baby. Going live. And I welcome all of you to this transmission. I welcome you to this connection, to this realization, to this spirit. And we are awakening to this in 2024. It is something that you realize within your own inner Christ, what the Guardians call innerchristos. And so we're going to be talking about Christ consciousness, which is something different that you would think from religion or from the New Age channeling movement. So, and that's okay to have different, people believe in different things. So we're representing the perspective on Christ consciousness coming from the Emerald Order teachings, also called the innerchristos law of one. And so I welcome you to this conversation. And it's always an important conversation. Also the same as unity consciousness. A little bit different than Christ consciousness, and we'll talk about both. But we're also going to be talking about Jesus and what Jesus represented from this perspective. So welcome all of you who are joining us tonight on this live, and thank you for spending your Saturday with us. This is a community of starseeds, indigo children, light workers, empaths, those of you on the, it's like a population, a small population on the planet who are awakening, okay, who are experiencing, you would say, some would say altered states of consciousness, but it's really just higher consciousness, your higher self. And we have a multidimensional consciousness, what's coming from our different levels of our chakra. You would say we have, most humans are in the first, second, and third level of consciousness. Okay, that's why it's called 3D. D as in dimension. So tonight we'll mention 12D. That means the 12th dimension. You can say D12 or 12D. It's connected to, you would say, your higher self, very higher self, because there's different higher selves. If you're in 3D, and we learn through these teachings, there's 15 dimensions, 15D, but the Christ dimension is at 12D. So if there's 1 through 12 and humans are at 3, well, you see there's a big difference or a big gap in the connection. And so, but understand that Christ consciousness, 12th dimensional consciousness, 144. 144 average view duration. I like that number. Blessings on you. All humans have this potential inside of them, a 12th dimensional consciousness. And actually, that is omnipolar. It is beyond polarization. All right? And we're going to be going into that in detail. So thank you guys for joining us in this conversation. And feel free to chit-chat, talk to each other, ask questions. We're a very loving group, sweet group, kind group, non-judging group. We're not supposed to be judging anyway. And so my pain in my butt is literally strong today. So I will be probably taking medicine while we're doing this, dissertation of Christ consciousness. And so this is something that's unique to talk about, but let me say hello to everybody who's joining us on our live transmission. You can see everybody's chat on the right side if you're watching this after the live. We got Cosmic Nether. Peace and prosperity to you, Holy One. Wonderful to see you too, Ancient University Divinity. Thank you for being a member, by the way. Flaming Jules, another member. Hi there, Holy One. It says the bitrate is lower. Let me raise it a little bit then, if it says we're lower. Let me check. It says it's 11% drop frames. So let me lower it actually. And that's something to do with the connection. So I'd rather lower the bit rate and get a better connection for everybody. And let me change that real quick. Right now it's at 17. So let me go down to 13. $13.50. Okay. All right, sorry about that. And it's what happens with the live. So we also got Celine in the house. Thank you, sister. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being a moderator. And we have Raga X Muffin, One Love Family. You said it, Holy One. And that's that's what unity is about. It's about a one love, omni love. Okay? Outside of polarity, outside of dogma, outside of conditions, or, because a lot of people put conditions on love. And that's part of polarization. Means it's a conflict. Okay? It's a built-in conflict. I mean, it can create conflict when you introduce a negative consciousness, what we call chaos. Celine, omni love, you said it. Loma, right? Loma B. Hello, Holy One, welcome. Nothing but blessings and abundance, says Cosmic Nether. 9 Ether. I'm saying it right or wrong, sorry. Cecilia, much love to you. Starman, brother, much hugs. Oh my gosh. I've never seen that star before. Starman's the first member to be, what is it, a year? I think that's the year star. Oh my gosh. Thank you, brother, for supporting Christos Avatar for a year. Much respect to you, Holy One, and thank you for being a moderator. Joanna. Welcome, Joanna. Much love to you. Sarah Holder. Davian Anuhazi. Thank you, sister. Vicky Sato. Hi, honey. Hi, honey, to you, Holy One. Machiwa and Andy. We got a lot of people coming in. That's good. Evelyn. Stardust Goddess. Christine. Eric. Welcome, all of you. Bipolar disorder would not be the same as what we're talking about. But you guys, my pain is strong, so I will start early. This is actually something that actually works for me, so please don't judge me. It is a medicine on many levels. Where's my toothpick? Let me grab a toothpick. Chicasmas. I put this microphone so close to me because it, I wanted to say to some people, because there's someone keeps complaining about my sound, but just understand I'm in a large room, so it echoes a little bit, and that's something I'll have to do. But my green screen is so big, so I need a big room. So I have to do something but sound recorder artists do. They put these little foam things all on the walls. Eventually, I'll do that, you guys. But I'll keep it closer so I can be more clear. Yeah, you guys, so we're getting lit early. So anyone who's going to get lit, please join them. And seriously, I'm not joking, you guys. My pain today is like a 6, which is not cool. But this is not coming from religion, you guys. Christ consciousness, you think of Christ and you think of consciousness, but it's really explained differently from our point of view, from the Emerald Order teachings point of view. And I'm not making this up. Well, I'll actually, you know how in churches they, thank you for those fire holy ones. Like in churches, they will read scripture. They will give passages. Well, we don't have this Bible as you use as a tool, but I will read from these teachings. For 2 reasons: for accuracy, and also so you guys know these teachings exist, and also know that it's not coming from my opinion. So this is a large body of knowledge. It's called the innerchristos, which is inner Christ. and inner God. And I want to say that Christ is not Jesus's last name. It's not a surname. Okay, so just realize that it is something that all humans are capable of. And Jeshua, what the Guardians call Jesus we call Jeshua, is, you would say, was part of the Christos, part of the Christ, okay, which is explained through our teachings as a level of consciousness. Just like you're at a level of consciousness on earth, a three-dimensional level, well, Jeshua, Jesus, was coming from the higher level. And we'll explain what Christ means. So let me do this real quick. Oh my gosh. Remember, this thing was all gone. I just got to try to see if I can get one. I know I can do it. There we go. We got a whole bowl. But this is all empty now. This is a green tobacco. Wacky tobacco. Mochiwa. And actually been pretty good, you guys. I don't smoke at all during the days. During the week. I don't smoke at all. I only do it because when I'm not on a live camera, I can sit back in my chair and I won't feel pain. I can't sit back in my chair right now. Always put blessing on your medicine. Just like you do with your water and your food and anyone, if you need healing. Take my dandelion, and there's another herb. I just keep forgetting the second herb name, but this is one of the teas that help with my problem, which is a lymphatic system issue. Which is why I have to smoke a lot less, or even stop eventually. That's what I plan on doing. But I have to take care of the pain issue so I can stop taking this type of medicine to stop the pain. It's an inflammation. I don't even know if it's hemorrhoids. It could be something like something else that causes an inflammation in that area. So maybe it's because you push too much or something. But anyways, sorry for the details. Understand that Christ consciousness, Jeshua was coming from the Christos. Jeshua taught the Christos information, the inner Christos, inner Christ. Jeshua was teaching the inner Christ, teaching the law of one. Was actually writing the information. You would say what the Guardians call the CDT plates. Okay, so the inner Christos teachings. The Emerald Order teachings are coming from the CDT plates. You know, what in the world are those, right? CDT plates are Cloister Doratara plates. And this is technological holographic disc records. Okay? Advanced beings wouldn't be... It's not originally from some paper. These are advanced beings. They're using holographic technology. That's where the information is coming from a higher advanced guardian races, and they're bringing these teachings. You have a right to know. Okay, you come from this as well. Jeshua comes from the Christ. All humans come from the Christ, Christos. That is all our DNA template, and we'll be talking about what's called the blue. The divine blueprint. And that is connected to your DNA and consciousness. Both, your body and consciousness. Okay? Divine. Okay? The Christ, the Christos, is divine. It's a perfect, undistorted consciousness. Non-polarized, not this or that, but omni means all, everything. God is all, baby. And so are you. You're part of the Christ consciousness. And Jeshua came here to remind you of that. Jeshua told us we're all children of God. Jeshua was teaching the advanced Templar mechanics, how to ascend, how to create your Merkaba, how to activate your chakra. It was a master teacher, okay? What you call the highest one. The highest level. Jeshua is one of those dense, you would say, indigo child type 1s. The highest badasses. But there is no inequality in God. Okay, this is levels of how much consciousness. And that Jeshua, or Christos consciousness, is way up, not at the top, but it's 12 dimensional out of 15 dimensional. Which is outside of distortion. Now, we learn through these teachings that everything below this dimension is distorted. Below the 11th dimension, 12th dimension. Everything, so that means 11 down all the way to us, but all the way 1 through 12. 1 through 11. 1 through 11. The Christ level is 12. 12. So, that's where you get fallen angels. Starting from the 11th dimension and down. Beings who are against the Christ, against the Christos. 33 people online. There's another wonderful number. Thank you, Holy One. 144 and 33 so far. Machiwa, Holy Ones. This feels beautiful. Christ consciousness. This is what we're trying to achieve. Yes, Jeshua was a real person, Jesus. But there was actually 3 Jesus. That's because they had 2 involved that were actually involved in anti-Christos teachings. They brought in the patriarchy. This is what the false Jesus did. The one in your Bible. This is the false one. This one's teaching you against Christos, against God. And if you see my other videos, you know I talk a lot about that. Your teachings in those religions are against the Creator. You have imposter creators that you are worshiping. And so in Christ, we remember that level of ourselves, our avatar selves, beyond corruption, beyond what you call distortion. There is no distortion at the divine blueprint. Remember, the divine blueprint is the perfect level that can't be distorted. It's in the 12th dimension. Aligned with the Christ. You are Christic. Okay, you're behaving within the Christos. 12th dimensional unity consciousness. Non-polarized. Because here you got war. You got famine. You got death. You have darkness. You're being ruled by darkness down here. And they replaced your religions, Vatos. What's up? Replaced. According to the Emerald Covenant, Inner Christ, Christos, Law of One teachings. You have different names because there is so many levels of this information and knowledge. So one level is called Kathara. Another level in these Inner Christos freedom teachings is called Kelantic science. About all the little Kelon codes, Christ codes. You're going to learn these mechanics of ascension from the true master guardian spirit being, serving Law of One, serving God, serving Christ, Christos. Not the fake Christ, the fake Jesus, the fake gods. Wow, you've been duped, human. Because God is about love. Unconditional love. And if there's unconditional, no conditions required, it's unconditional love. God always loves you. God loves all of us, all of you, no matter what polarity you are. God loves itself. There is no hatred in God. That's the false God. There's no jealousy in God, fear in God. Understand? Feel it. Come on, you got a heart, you got a mind, an intellect. You can tell the difference. Omni love, no conditions on love. God loves you unconditionally. God does not sacrifice. Certainly not his children. That's horrible, disgusting. You understand? These teachings are against life, against everything. You can tell the difference in your heart, in your mind, and you can understand love, and you can also understand fake love, fake God, fake Christ that's murdering and conquering, wiping out races of beings, people on earth. No, that's against God. Shame against God. Depression. I'm not trying to make fun of your conditions, you guys. I'm just telling you what the energy is. It's against God. This is not God. This is distortions of God. This is fallen parts, the shadow parts, dark parts of God. Because God made something called a 15-dimensional time matrix, baby. Take some notes. Okay? This is a unified field. You can't go outside this field. You're inside it. From God, created you, projected you, is you. Experiencing itself, you're part of that God, the omni God, the only God. There's only one creator about those. All the other ones are bullshit. Shadow tricksters. They're tricking your asses. They duped you. Billions of you. Damn. Billions are in shadow. Billions of you are falling. Billions of you, wow, you brought yourself here. What are you going to do about it? Because you're hearing the Christ, the real Christ teachings. Are you following yet? I love you unconditionally from my heart. Christ-like. Bring in the Christos, and we spell Christos Krystos, baby. But we're going to have the channel Christos with the CH because Ashana has both. I will have both as well. The inner circle, the inner group. I don't mean from special people or chosen ones. I mean those serious about this stuff. Well, it's a group of people who are serious about this stuff. And so that group spells it with the Krystos. That's because we acknowledge in these teachings something called Anuhazi, the Anuhazi language. So we use Anuhazi language words. That is our spiritual heritage. That's our homies. Gangsters in Christ, Vato. Coming from the 12D, baby. What's this 3D stuff? What's this 5D stuff? 12D. The Christos. Understand? There is no sacrifice. God, Jesus, all are God, including you, are Christ. You come from the Christ DNA. You just bumped your head. You fell. You made some bad decisions. You're not damned. There is no damnation. There is no judgment. There is no sacrifice and death and war in God. No one is against God. Wow. You can teach this to your child, so teach your child. Okay, this is coming from the Emerald Order, Melchizedek Cloister. I'm not making this up, homies. Those you trollers making these comments. I leave source material. I show you the Voyager's books. I say, hey, go learn this, go watch that. It's Sasha, Yasha, Ashana. What's up? That's the real deal. Melchizedek, the Emerald Order. Bringing you the Emerald Covenant. Emerald Order, Blue Flame. Blue Flame, Emerald Order, Vatos in the house. What's up? Much love to you, much blessings to you, brothers and sisters. Makoche, coming together, awakening our minds, our spirit, our DNA. Those DNA symptoms, baby, what's up? That's a good thing. That means you're evolving, Vatos. Let's do this. We're bringing the Christ. We're not afraid. We're not in fear. We're not worried about your teachings. Okay, your authorities. Your what's this going on in those governments? in those churches. What's really going on underground? Damn, they're getting you, they're getting your children, they're getting your health, they're getting your spirit, your beliefs, your worship. They're getting you, man. You don't even see it. You just have conspiracy theories. You don't look deeper than that. Hey, this is a big thing. This is a real thing. This is a serious thing. This is a spiritual war, vatos. Awaken yourself. You ran out of time. Awaken to Christ. Christos, Emerald Order, MCEO. What's up? You want source? There's your source, baby. Find it within yourself. What we call the innerchristos. Your inner God. You're a piece of God, baby. What's up? Holy ones. You know this spirit. You know this energy. You connect to it. You know your family. And you know what's not. You feel that. Oh, what is that? Chica, yeah. That's how the dark operates, honey. In the shadow, in the secrets, behind the scenes, they are making their power. And you're not noticing, you're just calling it conspiracy theories. You have no idea what you're spiritually involved with. You don't even know what is a spirit. What is a soul? You forgot what is God. You got some fake Christ. Anti-Christos. Congratulations. Not really. Mosutas. You brought yourself here with your own free will. You're following Phantom with your own free will. You're following a God that murders children, yes? You're following a God that wipes out entire people, races. Several different races God wiped out. You're God. You're anti-God. You're hateful God. I hate Israel. It's a verse in the Bible. What's up? Israel, Elohim, Anu Elohim, fallen angel. They put their own family names in the Bible. Nephilim, that's their family. Fallen angelic Anunnaki. Anu Elohim, against Creator. And telling you that it's your Creator. We created you. I created you. It's a race, not just one person. It's a race of fallen angelic beings, vato. You call them aliens from Nibiru. What's up? Not just Nibiru, Orion too. Pleiades, Sirius. What's up, Andromeda? Well, cool, yeah. Mintaka star system. In that metagalactic core, you will find God, and still you will find spiritual war. Christos against anti-Christos all the way, baby, until you get to the 12D. You see Christ have victory at the 12D. Christos, victory over those fallen ones, living the path of chaos. Your teaching in the Bible are about the teachings of chaos. You're learning the Phantom, the Death Star Merkaba mechanics, vatos. I didn't make that up either. That's a term, actually, in the teachings. Death Star, anti-life, against humans, against planet Earth, against Christ, against all beings. These beings are freaking vampires, man. And that's what the Guardians call Phantom. Getting it? Phantom is ruling you. And you're becoming just like them. That's the whole purpose. Pulling you, bringing you down to that hell. What the Guardians call Phantom Universe, Phantom Earth, fallen into Phantom. A real place, just like the paradise of the Garden of Eden. You will have your angelic human race on Tara, a planet called Tara, not Earth. It is part of Earth, but realize this, you could say a different dimension, a different matter form, a different being. So, but connected in a higher ascended level. So for our part, it's like, come on, you understand? We're just like a fragment of our soul, a piece, a 12th, 1/12. You'll find 12 being an important number because that's the 12th, the Christos, Christ level of body, divine blueprint, Christ level of consciousness, Christ consciousness. Okay, you're going to get a different definition from religion, and you're going to get a different definition from New Age channeling movement. That's where all these New Age teachings are coming from. All these teachings are come from the Jehovah Anunnaki New Age channeling movement. This is their design. They created about those. What's up? The Anunnaki are real. Nibiru's real. Do you really know what's going on? Have you forgotten your real history? Have you forgotten what these beings have done? And you're worshiping them or calling them creator gods. They created you? The fallen angels created you, huh? You connect yourself to the Antichrist, huh? What's up? You chose this with your free will. Yes? Understand? Feel spirit, feel God, feel Christ. And then, inside, you're not going to find God outside of God. It's all God. It's all, including parallel universe and inner earth, including the phantom earth, all the inner parallel earths, multi-dimensional earths. There's many kinds of worlds you'll be on, not just earth. You are this multi-galactic being, multi-dimensional being. Wow, you're freaking amazing. You let all these dark beings, naughty beings, negative aliens, fallen angels, whatever you want to call them, control you and indoctrinate you. Now you're following their spiritual ideas and beliefs, which are actually against God, that you're calling God. See the Antichrist? Saying it's God. You are Antichrist calling yourself God, just like the Antichrist. You are the Antichrist against Christos. We call it in the teachings Anti-Christos. K-R-Y-S-T-O-S. Anti-Christos. You're against the Christ. You're a part of that level. You're bringing it in. Through these teachings, we're learning how to be Christed beings. We're getting the teachings of who you are. You're getting the technology back. You're getting this knowledge and timeline back. Your identity back. It starts to defend yourself against these fallen angelic beings, which are real. In your society, in your families, in relationships, in your conversations, you are speaking being these beings. That's what the whole design, baby. They got you. They're pulling you. They gave you false teachings of God in Christ. Look now what you are, Babylon. Rome. What happened to you? In Sodom and Gomorrah. What happened? Wow. That's an angry, pissed off God. Wiping out races of people. Including Sodom. Including Gomorrah. Murdered them. Judged them. Damned them. It's not creator God. Omni love, vato locos. Omni love. Omni Christos love, baby. Love all. Everything. God is everything. So love it. Heal it. There's a part of God that needs healing in the hologram, not the higher parts of God. Not in the Christ, Christos. We're not distorted up there. Get it? Got it? Muchitasa. Much respect to all of you. From the Guardian Alliance, connection, homies, connect. Feel these holy angels, archangels, avatars in Christ. Your Christ avatars, Christos avatars. What's up? This is my homies. You're my homie, vatos. You know that law of one. You understand that divinity. You feel it. You experience it. And others will claim that it's not real, but you go move on anyways. You don't have to worry about what other people think about your beliefs. You're following the inner Christ teachings. It's called the inner Christos, inner God, right here, inside you. It's anti-Christic beings, anti-God beings who are telling you, no, the exact opposite of God, because that's what the fallen angels, demons, whatever you want to call them, phantom beings, that's what they want you to believe. They want you to believe against God, against Christ too. And you are, it's a question. That's going to be a poll. Let's make a poll. Do you believe that you are part of the Christ, Christos? And don't worry, no one's going to know your answer. It's just going to be a poll. Whatever that means to you, answer it the way it means to you. That statement. Do you believe you are part of the Christ? However you want to answer, you guys. So that'll be very interesting, because some people will say no, and that's okay. No judgment here when you live a life of Christ consciousness, unity consciousness. Hey, has the video been clear and focused? You guys, let me know. I feel my whole heart chakra up. Freaking awesome, man. Yeah, Luna, we're lit, baby. What's up? Lit in Christ, man. Kibrashe, Kundare. What's up, Avatar? Christos avatars. Yeah. Angelic human race. Represent. Remember who you are. Human. Chicas más, muchutas. Now with these fallen angels, say, what's up? Just dismiss that. What is that? Anti-God spirit? What's up? Black hole, machikewa. Sorry, transmute. Not sorry. You're, we don't allow that shit here no more, homie. Christ taking over. Gangster. What's up, fallen angel? What's up? Akaye. Fake gods. What's up, fake gods? We're walking in the light, homies. Connected to the holy Orifeme angels. These beings, that means light. Children of light. That's what that means. You are children of light. Wakoye. This is your ancient identity. You're children of light. You're children of God. You're children of the real Christ, which is yourself as a 12-dimensional avatar. It is the anti-God and the anti-Christos who are trying to tell you the opposite message. No, you're not all God. No, you will be punished. No, you will be what? Judged. See? Do you notice a difference? I do. So many of my brothers and sisters know this reality. We're feeling it, sensing it, seeing it. Open your eye. Open your heart. Know your spiritual truth, your throat. Mokuye. Green ray, blue ray, indigo ray. Not violet, not purple. What's up, homies? It's indigo. Part blue, part violet makes indigo color. Machiwa. Just saying. Accuracy is important, homie. Come on, you want to connect. Or you want to be off the mark. You're not connecting then. See? Be off in your teachings. Be distorted in your beliefs. Forgot what is the truth. Okay? Then you're going to have issues. Were you surprised? That you found yourself in some, deep shit? Wow, man. You brought something on yourself. Don't you get it? Don't you know what is manifestation? You thinking about a judgment of God? Guess what? You're going to get one. Doesn't mean it is God, the creator. Muchita, something against it. Part of itself is in the hologram fields, is against itself. Remember, it's part. You wouldn't call that artificial life. It's an ascended master who goes in. They're technically called Yanis. This is an Anahazi word, extraterrestrial word. Machiwa. Yanis. They're called Yanis. Yanas. Or you can call him, nowadays, you can call him an ascended master. That's what the real definition of an ascended master is, a Janus. Okay? This is your heritage. All beings in the freaking time matrix are coming from these ascended master, eternal collectives of consciousness. There's no bodies, no forms. It's all pure consciousness, spirit. Gangsta gods in the house, Vatos, everywhere. It's omnipresent. Everywhere, not somewheres, some in heaven, some not in heaven. No, everywhere, it means everywhere. God is all, that means everything and everyone is part of God, is God, is in a hologram of God. That means a dimensionalization frequency, downstepping of God. Different levels of intelligence, spirit, body, actual body forms, different levels of that, different, from ghost-like to physically solid like us. That's a spectrum of mass matter, density matter, we call it, density matter universe. There's 5 density matter universes. That means there's 5 levels of body. You're going to go through, morphing through, in your ascension, spiritual evolution. These realities exist. The human race has a problem with their memory. We've been blocked from our memory, guys. And as a matter of fact, some people get some type of hypnosis done and they reach some of their past lives in Atlantis, Lemuria, or when other lifetimes where they knew this knowledge inside their hearts and minds. They knew, they understood, experienced it. Wasn't just a faith. Okay? There's no faith in God, no beliefs. You know. And God knows. God knows all, and you're part of that all. So you know all inside of you in your DNA. Now it's distorted. You can undistort it. What the Guardians call bioregenerate. Bringing it back from the phantom, from the antichrist, anti-God. Bringing it back from that, resurrecting, becoming once again holy being, holy God, divine, unconditional love, no distortion. Okay? These are parts of God that have fallen parts of God. Inside an experiment called a 15-dimensional hologram field. And in this hologram field is these time periods. That's why we call it a time matrix. Because there's different dimensions. That means there's different time periods and different higher evolved beings. This is a freaking amazing system. God is perfect. This is a perfect design. This is Creator's design. Creator wanted to experience itself in downsteps. It wanted to understand God is going inside itself, looking farther into itself, always creating. Creator God doesn't stop learning. I guess the better way to say it is Creator God doesn't stop creating. Creator God, I've seen these high levels of God. I'm not, this is no ego, you guys. I'm just telling you my visions. I've seen these high levels of God where it's just, it's changing form. Not form. It has so many microseconds. Baffling, probably smaller. We can't comprehend small parts of God. Chikemas. It's like a fragmentation, a downstepping, less energy, frequency bandwidth. So the higher frequency bandwidth, the higher dimensions of reality that you go through in the hologram. It's a hologram. Doesn't make it not important. Doesn't make it not real. Because physicality is the perception of physicality. It's not actual physicality. Does that make sense? It's a spirit universe. It's an energy universe. There is nothing physical. It only gives you impressions of it's so realistic, you think it's real. That's the whole purpose of the technology, of the hologram, that created by God, that's dimensionalized. And part of that dimension is called, part of that level is called Christ, Christos. And okay, so here's the definition of Christos, Christ. Okay? If you're Christed, that means you have drawn in all your 12 dimensions of consciousness. That means all your 12 strands of DNA, 12 tribe, 12 races within inside of you. You bring all that family, bring all that consciousness together, and that will be complete avatar level. You're this great mighty being called an avatar. Christos avatar. Christ avatar. You are all part of the Christ. That's your DNA, man. As an angelic human race, you have what's called a 12-strand DNA. It's called diamond sun DNA. 12-strand diamond sun DNA. There's 12 levels of body and consciousness, energy in God, in this hologram called Christos. Inner Christos, inner God. When you know it's a hologram and you know it's all God, then the hologram doesn't matter. It's still part of God. Everything that happens in there is still part of God. Even the dark parts in the hologram, which has different down steps of God. God wanted to experience itself this way. This is an experiment of God. This is a universe of God. This is a field of God. We're in the unified field. That's what the Guardians call it. Called the Unici. Everything exists within the Unici. So if you include everything within the God, then that's called Unici. Goes beyond universe. It's beyond the cosmos. It encompasses all of it. You're inside the unified field of God that has downstepped itself. It's all God. And what Christos means, Christed means you can leave the 15-dimensional hologram of God. It means you can go outside, Holy One. Now you're Ascended Master. You went through the ascensions all the way up and left. Christed One, you left. That means you had a connection. When you have 12 strands, remember, DNA strands are connected to stargates. Stargates take you to other dimensions, up or down. Okay? So this is how God created itself. This is how it created our levels of reality. You build upon the consciousness in your lifetimes, and that builds your strand of DNA. And then now you can move to the next Stargate, the next dimension of reality. It's like a video game where you have to go through different levels. Remember back in the old arcade games, a lot of them were about going through like 20 levels, 30 levels. You had to go through all these levels. Well, that's how God created itself. It downstepped its frequency, its consciousness. It downstepped itself at different bandwidths of frequency and energy and consciousness and body form, or the illusion of body form, and wanted to see what it does. It's an experiment of God. We're part of. This is a whole, projection of God. What we call the Unici. God, the All. Remember, Unici is one of those Laren Anuhazi words. And the beings who are holy Elohai, Seraphai, and Braharama, those are the Brenua. That's the Laren Anuhazi word. The Brenua here, you call Elohai, Seraphai, and Braharama. These are the light fields of God. The Ascended Masters are the sound fields of God. That's how profound sound is. Sound is greater than light. Even in your Bible it says, it was before, the Word. The Word was before. The Word is first. Yes, the Word, which means sound. The sound is first before the light. Sound is more supreme than light. It means it's farther reaching than your level of your connection, perception, DNA development. We're developing our DNA. As you develop your consciousness, you're developing your new body. You'll leap into a new body, a new consciousness, a new intelligence, and also it'll be a future level. You'll be in the future. And what do you think the Christ level is at? Baby, that's billions of years. We were created 560 years ago, but I'm saying the 12th dimension has existed for 950 billion years old. That's how old it is. The Christ is the most ancient. It's the original. Mako, yeah. Sokas. And that's what these guardians are doing. The Brenua. the three flames, the Brenua, blue flame, gold flame, violet flame. Emerald order, gold order, amethyst order. Amethyst, baby. So it's actually pale magenta. Okay, that's like a light pink, pastel pink, but not pink. It's called magenta. Let's be accurate. Not ruby, not purple, not violet, not pink. It's pale magenta. Yeah, you got it. I see it, baby. Whoa. 15D, baby. D15. And dimension is not the same as density universe. That's matter form. And different levels of consciousness, that's spirit form. I mean, it's all spirit, but what I'm saying is the difference between the body and what's inside the body. Your soul, a piece of it, a fragment of your soul is inside of you. It's consciousness. It's not some little shell or something. It's all of your body. Every single particle is part of it. You're part of that, man. You're part of the Christ. In every particle of you, every atom of you is from God. That's all God, man. You're in the unified field, hologram field of God. To be, to give you exactly, on the map of you are here. There's many God worlds, many different places of God, unlimited amount of spaces and beings and every micro, ultra micro, particle is connected to that living God spirit, the Unisci, the Christ, the Christos. What's up, homies? Homies of God. We're bringing in you the true light. You can feel this paradise inside yourself. You feel this blessedness. You see it. You vibrate it. You speak it. What's up, Holmes? You feel? Yeah, it's a stream. You don't hear no stuttering. I'm not reading from some cue card. It's just a flow, a river of this. I call yes. Oh, my shoo. We are bringing it. We're owning light. We're representing the true God, the only one creator. All are God. See, this is the information. We're bringing you this light. This is the teachings come from the Emerald Order, Holy Ones, Holy Elohai, Elohim, Machikas. We are this race. We are this people. Okay, we were once perfect. We had our divine blueprint. We are holy avatars of light. Okay, but we fell. We decided to experiment different parts of God. Wanted to downstep and experience different vibrations of itself. Wanted to see what that was. You see, you can't have shadow without light and vice versa. You cannot have light without shadow. Because God wanted to experience both. Okay? But understand the true intention and the original form is perfect. Nothing distorted. And actually, all these guardian races inside the hologram fields, all got along for 750 billion years. I might actually 700 billion. They got along for 700 billion years. Because it was 250 billion years ago. Did I do my math right? That they started falling. Parts of God started falling and warring and killing and sacrificing. In the hologram. These things are possible in the hologram. God could have war. God could have starvation. God could have ignorance. God could have phantom. God could have judgment and punishment and all this. It's part of the vampiric side of God. You're literally in an energy that is anti-God. You're speaking it, you're believing it, you're talking it, you're representing Lucifer, Satan, anti-Christos, anti-life, against the human race, against Earth. Wants to conquer Earth, wants to dominate the human race, wants to kill the human race. Sacrifice, just like your false teachings of the sacrifice God. The Guardians will not endorse this. They knew, they were there. Holy beings, what do you think Christ and the ones around it were part of this undistorted teachings? Okay, not some commandments. How can you have commandments in God? We're all God. How can you give yourself commandments of what you should and should not do? You see the absurdity. Okay, we're what? We're all God, homie. We're supposed to love each other. Did you forget that? What's up? Why are you hurting each other? Why are you trying to control each other? Why are you trying to cheat each other, take from each other, harm each other? Why? What are you doing? Are you confused? Yes, you are. You don't remember God? Come on. Where's that blessing Christ's Spirit? You see anyone, you don't have judgment. You don't have some bad ideas about anything or anyone. You're all part of the Creator. You're all part of this holy being, this omni being, non-polarized being. It is in polarized systems, paralyzed consciousness, where you can have war. You want to kill each other. What? You're God. In a hologram. It's complicated shit if you think about it, but not really. We're in this reality field. It's a spiritual reality, and there's different levels of God and different versions of itself. And it's what you call, in a hologram, like a level of consciousness. Like we're we're just incarnations. That's what reincarnating is. You were lived more than once, many times. But the secret is that it's all happening simultaneously. The past, the future, the present is all now. Because everything happens at once. This is Creator God in all time zones, time vectors, time continuums, time matrices. All these levels of itself, it has a purpose, a design. It's part of it itself in its own intelligence, its own will to create these pieces of itself, these parts of itself, these versions of itself. You have many selves, Holy One. And every level of yourself as God, it gets more and more and more selves until it encompasses all selves. This is Christ's teachings. This is the law of one, inner God teachings. Inner Christos. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. What's up, homies? How you guys treating each other? Okay? Like phantoms or like Christic beings? Don't you want to seek your own Christed level? Become Christed? Then you'll have the opportunity, because you'll be able to have the 12 strands of DNA, which gives you access to the universal stargates. In your DNA, you build them as you go. So as a blessing, as a gift, you receive better, higher body form and higher leap in consciousness, and that means you gained a bunch of memory back. So you have all that more knowledge and understanding. And you graduate from that level, you go to a higher level of itself. God wanted levels of itself, called the 15-dimensional hologram field. It's called the time matrix. So you and me, brothers and sisters, we're all divine holy beings. We're all Christed avatars. We're all these Brenua. We're all these Yanas, ascended masters. Everything is part of the one. And all the higher evolved ET races, angelic, archangelic, avatar races, are following the universal law of one. Not dogma coming from planet Earth in the third dimension. A universal level. All galaxies combined into a universe, and all of this universe is part of the hologram, part of the matter form. You have your own matter form here. We're carbon matter. You have your own dimensions, 1, 2, and 3. Eventually, you're going to leave this place. That's what ascension is. You spiritually evolve, and now you've got the access to the universal stargate. That's going to take you to the next dimension of this time matrix. And you go ascend again, and now you get the next stargate, the next level of consciousness of God in body form and spirit. Then you conquer that level, the soul, the oversoul, and the avatar. We are Christ avatars, Christos avatars. What's up, homies? My channel name, Christos Avatars. We're talking about the Christ. In these teachings, Christ consciousness. What's up? I love you. Blessings to you. I feel good, baby. Sylvia Co. We are all one. Welcome, everyone. Omni love. Omni Christos love to you, all of you. I like it when you guys are so wonderful to each other, because a lot of us in the world are experiencing the opposite. You feel like you're getting beat up in life, molested in life. You feel like you're like, why am I suffering so much? What did I do? Maybe I am a sinner, guilty of something. I don't know what's going on. You know, this is how the darkness works. You're going to become confused. You're going to become forgotten. You're going to not remember your true self, your higher self. You don't know how to meditate. You don't know how to go into these higher levels of consciousness and seeing these levels and feeling these energies. You know, it's not a belief. You literally will be experiencing other levels of reality and seeing other beings. It's part of a awakening that comes with it. Those are actually considered gifts by some people. You know, you want to see more, you want to experience more, and be more. You're evolving. It's called spiritual evolution. Okay, going up the dimensions. It's called ascension, ascending up through the DNA, in the awareness, in the memory. You're going to become a greater version of yourself, a greater higher self. Many selves. You are collectives, not just an individual, but many. The many are the one. The one is many. Got it? Yeah. What's up, baby? We got this. You're never alone. You always have these angels, holy archangels around you. You're being protected. You're this chukoma, walking the path of order. Okay? Others are doing the path of chaos. And they think it's good. It's good to hate. It's good to judge. I'm judging you. You're not a believer. You're not with God. You're outside of God, and you're going to go to the lake of fire. You're going to be judged by God. You're going to be thrown in, killed by God, tortured by God. Oh my goodness, brother, sister. Wake up, holy ones. You're allowing this. You can stop this torture, this agony. What are you doing? Stop this fear. Stop this guilt. Stop this shame. What do you expect? You're choosing to feel this way. Change how you feel by just knowing that you are a child of God. You're a child of light. Remember that you're part of God. You're part of Christ. You don't have to be punished for anything. What are you doing? You have to sacrifice some children? You're God's child? What? You don't have to have blood communions. You don't have to, be believing in saviors. What? It's all about black magic. It's all about death and sacrifice. Poor, Jesus apparently. When we talk about Jeshua, there's Jeshua 9. And there's Jeshua 12. Hello, the 12 is Christ level. The Jeshua 9 is only 9-dimensional level, a fallen angelic. And that level's an archangel. That's an archangel. Right? We're coming from the Anunnaki, 11th dimension. They're anti-God. Fallen angel. It's the fallen angel who is sacrificing children, its own child. It is fallen angelics who are murdering races of people. Remember, we all have free will. We're all part of God. And you want to hurt other parts of God. You became parasitic. You're a parasitic being. Like, The Walking Dead. You're these death beings. It's like you would say a cult mentality. You're getting into this worshiping some external God, something outside yourself, outside of the Creator. You're thinking there's something outside the Creator where it's a mixed up message, you understand? There's nothing outside of God. There is no believer, non-believer. This is your phantom. This is something that's harming and controlling and manipulating and feeding. It's almost like you look forward to being abused. You look forward to losing your energy. You look forward to being sacrificed. You look forward to being, loved by God. Praise God. Give your energy. Give your prayer. Give your love and emotions and adoration and worship to these blind worship. Give your blind worship to these fallen angels, holy, Anu Elohim, unholy. Okay, parts of God, fallen, shadow, parasitic parts of God. It's not fun experience to be on this side, to experience this judgment, to experience some torture, to experience sacrifice, to experience murdering children. You lived in all these times, the dark parts of Atlantis and Lemuria, ancient Egypt, Rome, Greece, all these levels of war and tyranny and dictatorships and kings and queens and rulers over you, ruling you, conquering you, slaving you. What are you doing? What are you allowing? Stop this. Wake up and dismiss this, Satan, Lucifer, fallen angels, demons. Dismiss this antichrist into God. Dismiss it. Transmute it out of this human race. Stop having them bring this parasite, chikamasho, this plague, this disease. And notice all those things are against life. They pulling in you death, sickness, diseases, cancers, dark, Illuminati, fallen beings, pulling you. You see they're pulling you. You don't feel it. You don't notice it. You're in it. You're in this vampire. Are you getting the picture? Is it graphic enough? Do you resonate or not? What's up, Holy Ones? I know some of you do. I see those hearts. Thank you, Holy One. Much respect. Akayes, wasutas. It's a beautiful thing. This is our joy. This is our bliss. Our holiday. Yeah. Because we know Christ is returning to earth. Christos, speak it. Speak this unity. Speak the consciousness. Teach and bring it to the world, you guys. Maybe you go into social media and start sharing things with them, or making your own articles and stuff. Get it out there. Get the real Christ out there. But, we want to be following the principles of this energy. Non-judgment. That's one of your first creeds, homie. Stop judging anyone. It doesn't matter their race. It doesn't matter their gender. It doesn't matter if it's considered negative or positive. It's all, we're all like part of Creator, children of God. Doesn't mean you hang out with the parasite version of God. Doesn't mean you want to go along with their energies and their false creeds and their doctrines and dogmas. That's your choice. If you want to go have parts, if you want to have this part of God that likes to torture and kill and for some white powder from giving these loose energy, that means, you know what loose energy is? They got to get you in terror, in fear. They got to get you, your children, your innocence. They got to get you in your spiritual beliefs. They're getting you. You're letting these beings get you. You rise above this. Transcend, Holy Ones, the shadow. Get white, clean up, heal, transmute the phantom. I was going to say shadow, but phantom. Transmute it. Heal it, man. We need a healing. A lot of us are here to heal our karma, our suffering, the things we've done. We're trying to learn to go back to the Christ, to be Christed. That means you'll have your 12-stranded DNA. If you're Christed, that means you brought in all your levels of consciousness, and now you have the ability to go through the last Stargate, which universal Stargate. You'll have access to all the universal Stargates. You can go play God. You are God. You're a holy avatar, a minimum of 1,728 other selves. Imagine yourself as a sphere. All around you are other selves. Like Neo in the Matrix, when he went into the room of all the monitors, and he saw all those versions of himself. That's what we're talking about. You have many versions of yourself. Imagine you're in a sphere, an omnisphere, and you see all these windows of yourself, these lifetimes of yourself. That's what an avatar is witnessing, understanding, knowing. No forgetfulness, just knowledge of everything at once. This powerful, mighty being is, you would say, outside the hologram, outside of body form. It's a master being that has gotten, it's not even finished yet, but compared to what level we are in Earth, it's a very high level. So we're like a part of that who's experiencing spiritual evolution, spiritual ascension. And it's all like the perception of individuality. But truly, you're not individuals. So, you're collectives. You're a soul collective of a soul. And a soul is also a collective of something greater than itself called the oversoul. And then the oversoul is connected to something greater than itself. And I just mean greater as in more energy. Greater than itself called the avatar. And the avatar has a greater self of itself called the Rishi or Brenua. And the Brenua has a higher version of itself. You see what I'm saying? Called the the triadic field. And then the triadic has something higher called the polaric field that has something higher called the, ecadic field. There we go. After this is the ultimate creator, the ultimate part of God that has everything inside itself. No fragment, no downstep of its frequency. God, that the ultimate level that has all frequencies within itself. That is truly what is the unicide, what is God, and that's where the ascended masters live. These holy beings who are not inside the matter form holograms, which are illusions. There is no physical worlds. There is no physical things. It's all energy structure at different frequency vibrations inside a holographic field of the unicide. The unicide created a holographic field. God created this hologram field. It wanted to experience us. It's experiencing us. Well, so know your Christ identity. Know your omnipresent identity. You're not chosen people. You're not believers. You're not non-believers. You're not just some part of God. You're all. This planet needs a transformation. That's what ascension is. Your planet needs ascension. You need to bring in your ascension. The whole goal of spiritual awakening and becoming more enlightened is to finally get to a point called ascension. And from our teachings, it means you want to get to your DNA back. At least 5 levels, called the 5th dimension, 5D. Because of the distortions and the planetary fields, it would only be 4 before that. But now there's a distortion. Now you have to get the 5-strand. And you have to create your Merkaba and get your plasma body. You have work to do before you get yourself prepared for Stargate. Universal Stargate, baby. Leaving the solar system, leaving the sun, star system. Oh, same thing. Earth system, and then solar system, and then galaxy level, and then this is what's God. All. It's pretty awesome if you think about it. God is awesome. You are awesome. Superpower. The Unisci. Learn some Anuhazi. It's extraterrestrial language, homie. The first language ever created came from one, and that was Anuhazi. It's the original. Well, you would say universal, or the highest universal level, and so it all started from the blue flame Anuhazi. The blue flame Anuhazi are the 12th dimensional crested avatars. Any being who's 12th dimensional is a crested avatar. You become Christed in your own whatever race, family, soul of consciousness that you come out of. Blue flame, gold flame, or violet flame. Whatever race is in those fields of consciousness, you're coming from that. So but realize you're just connected to all these levels, and you're trying to build your memory back. You're trying to understand all this part of you. These are some advanced mechanics, and I'm not even the advanced teacher. Ashana, she's the speaker one of this information. Iasha Ashana. And so she's brought in the Kathara, the Kalantic Science. She's the one that brought in, you can see her in all the old videos of the workshops. And we always recommend that you guys get into these teachings. You start learning it. You got to do a lot of stuff to develop yourself. We're going to be bioregenerating our distorted DNA. Because without that process of healing, we can't ascend. Because that's why you're stuck in a loop. You're stuck in a reincarnation over and over. That's not natural. You're being controlled. You're being manipulated. You're being fed off of. They want you down in here. It's not good to be reincarnating. You want to go back, return to Tara. Because this is a fallen state compared to that. We're the broken part, the sick part, the diseased part. We're the the part, the fallen part. It's a frequency that stepped way down here. Became slower, became more solid, became more dense. You literally densified, de-densified, became lesser atoms. Lesser atoms. No, more atoms. When you go downwards, you're getting more atoms. You're physical, like this. Up there, you become ghost-like. Less physical, less atoms. So the more evolved beings are the ones who have less of bodies, less physicality, the higher evolved you are. We go through these levels of frequency and also levels of oscillation. Two different things. We have part of K and part of Cum, and these are parts of our parallel universe, our particle universe and the antiparticle universe. Earth, parallel Earth. But also remember, since there is fallen beings, chaotic beings, now there's also phantom Earth. So, I never did my freaking incense, did I? Holy cow. I can't believe it. Did I? I don't think I did. I don't see it or see it in the air. Holy cow, I didn't even light the charcoal on them. I'm like trying to put this. It was just answers, I love you. Oh, I never made that poll. Let me make that poll, you guys. Stick around. We're not done yet. Yeehaw, baby. I love you, baby. Starseed love. Avatar love. Christos, Christos love. Come on, you guys. You can reach higher. Aim higher. You can do it. It's within your DNA. It's in your potential. All humans have this potential. Come on. I just want to say, you guys, if any of you have learned anything from these videos, if they've helped you at all, please consider supporting Christos Avatar. Either a donation here in Super Chat, or even become a member. That also helps the channel. Or you can also go to my Etsy shop and buy one of my paintings, or my artwork, or one of my crystals. You could also, and I know some of you did, and thank you so much for those who are supporting this channel, this hard work. So I just want to say that real quick. Thank you, guys. And also you can become a member. That means you have access to our Discord chat server, where all of us Christos family members are sharing this information and other spiritual stuff, but I give people free will to talk about whatever they want. We just want people to respect each other. And just remember, the original purpose of this Discord channel is to actually talk about the innerchristos teachings, but hey, you guys can talk about a variety of stuff. I'm just saying, don't forget about that part. That's the important part of my channel, is the Christos teachings. And it's awesome to have a society. We're like a society of people studying these teachings and who agree with this in, unity, Christ consciousness. We agree with the law of one. We know that we're supposed to be behaving in a totally different way with each other, with ourselves, with the animals and plants and all life on earth. We're custodians of earth. We're supposed to be guarding, protecting earth from these fallen angels. Does it look like we're doing our job as a race? There's lots of us, lots of beings on earth falling into phantom. Because, when you ascend, sometimes you're going to go to the parallel self. You'll live lives over there, and then you'll live lives over here. And so there's some interesting physics talked about in Voyagers 1, Voyagers 2, where, hologram physics, unified field physics, particle physics, manchitas. Learning this stuff all about reality and about God, the levels of God in consciousness and body form, you have a whole different idea, man. You guys following these teachings is the most advanced spiritual awakening ascension teachings on earth. And I say that as your brother Enohazi, this is something that's the highest level of spirituality on the planet. That's inside of unity consciousness, Christ consciousness. This information. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the teachings, Emerald Order teachings. They're coming from the guardian angelic nations, from the innerchristos races, the Brenua races, all serving God, knowing all are one in God. No dogma, just a universal code, homie. Because there's false codes, false creeds. This is the true creed, the only creed. Law of one, unity, all are God. That's the real truth of the reality, of spirit, of energy, is the concept of oneness. One spirit, one God, one body, one mind. Okay? You're all one. And this is a blessed thing. This is a good thing. This is a loving thing. Loving principles. You be kind to each other. You honor each other. Respect each other. Treat each other like they're God. See God in a child. See God in yourself when you look in the mirror. Say, I am God, without any guilt or shame. I'm not God. I'm a horrible person, or I'm a broken person. You guys, whatever state, whatever experience you brought yourself into, because you brought yourself. You can't point the finger at no one's at anyone else. So it's called free will for a reason. You had free will. Maybe some of your belief systems, you say, no, God says in the Bible that we don't have free will. You have to believe in God. You have to have some high being come and be sacrificed, blood sacrifice, torture sacrifice. That was horrible. And we're talking about how they impose a black magic identity on you, superimposed over your Christos identity. A whole belief system that teaches you about sacrifice, about judgment, about, you think you're elite, you think you're better. You believers think they're with God and the rest of us are not. You're chosen people. Still, people send me in these ignorant emails or messages, whatever, saying that they're chosen ones. Okay? When we teachings, we talk about that, you guys. You can't have chosen ones inside of God. This is a lot of smoke. Let me move it back. Let's get my eyes. And you guys, this is a choice inside you that you make. Okay? what we wanted, the whole thing is that we want to learn how to ascend. It's a science thing, a spiritual thing, but a science thing too. There's science involved. You have to learn how to use certain techniques. You know, they use light, color, symbol codes, sound. You know, this is parts of manifestation in what's actually happening here. It's higher consciousness projecting lower consciousness, experiencing levels of itself and projecting it. And there's other higher levels doing the same thing. So it's profound, man. Your identity is incredible. It is omnipolar, not polarized. You're a great, mighty, unified, Christ conscious being. And greater. Brenoa, holy blue flame, gold flame, violet flame, and ascended masters. 99 souls in the house right now. Now it just went to 97, but it was 99. What's up? Are you hearing this message? If you're hearing this message, you're part of the, what does that say in Terminator 2? Resistance. Or Terminator 3. Or it was another version of Terminator. There's a bunch of versions of Terminator. There's Terminator Genesis, right? Yeah, that involved time travel and all that stuff. Arnold Schwarzenegger was in it again. Machiwa, they're jumping dimensions, stargates, portals, going through time. 1101, that's a 111 is the average view duration. Remember, it was at the beginning 144. That was only because it does that because it was a minute and 44 seconds since the live started. But 144. Now we got 1111. 1101. Now it's 1104, but but we do have 101 people online. Whoa! What's with all the ones suddenly? A message, like a little ping from higher self. Let me ask that poll. I never asked that poll, did I? Dang. Do you feel yourself connected to Christ? However you want to know what that means. I'm sorry, I'm not flaking out. I get on a tangent and I forget what I was going to do a poll. Here's the poll, you guys. And don't worry, no one's going to know if you said no, if you think that's bad or something. It's not, there's no bad answer. Just speak from your heart, whatever you feel. Do you feel connected to the Christ? And I will spell it K-R-Y-S-T so you understand that we're talking about the inner Christ point of view, the law of one point of view. Do you feel connected to that? If no, you choose religion, that's okay. And then I'll put one that says, I haven't decided yet, or don't know. Okay? So you have three, haven't decided. Because that's really what part of your God level is. It hasn't decided. And you have that, what's it called? Prerogative. I haven't decided yet. Decided yet, or don't know. I haven't decided yet or don't know. Start poll. Let me know, vatos. Let's see what percent we got going on. Right now it's 100%. 88% say yes. 92% are connected to Christ. The Christ. K-R-Y-S-T. You said it, baby. No way. 96%. That's one of our highest polls. That says something. You got that omni consciousness, the omni love. You're considering all parts of God. You embrace all beings. I mean, it doesn't mean, like, say, the dark parts in your life or in the world. It doesn't mean you have to hang out with them and be friends. You just love them and know that they're part of God, just like you would love your child who became dark, maybe, or whatever, negative, or something bad you consider bad, harmful. Dark, shadow, phantom. I mean, obviously, all those people who are dark in the world have a family. Mochiva Sutaye. Let me put some amber on, baby. This is good energy, good message, good spirit. I love it, man. And oh, by the way, yes, my pain went away. I actually went away very quickly. It's a healer. There's healing properties of cannabis. Hello. And it raises your consciousness, for a little while, not for all day. Come on, you're not meant to do that. This is an exploration of consciousness. This is a connection of consciousness. And wow, it's when you're living your life in unity in Christ consciousness, then you're going to be receiving benefit. Otherwise, you're going to be receiving some losing of energy. You feel it, man. You feel it. Right? 8:04. We got 20 more minutes, homies. Yeah, what's up? Are you guys gonna hang out? We got this. Hanging out with me, talking about Christ, Christos. Yeah. Avatar. Yes, you are. Star seeds, indigo children. What's up, Giannis? Ayani. Holy Grail, Priest Kings, Magi Kings from Atlantis and beyond. You remember Lemuria. You remember Hyperborea. You remember Polaris. You are part of these levels, these races, these hybrids growing into a greater being. This is part of the design, the creation, the blueprint of God created you. Everyone's been created by the Creator. Everything was designed. Everything was, you would say, lived, experienced. It's just awesome and beautiful when you think about God and yourself and being part of that design. Perfect design. You can say, Davian Anahazi, you don't feel like that way. You don't feel blessed. You don't feel good. Maybe you have some guilt. You guys, maybe you've done horrible things. But in the universe, you're not judged. You're not damned. It's some vampiric energy telling you that. It needs to feed off you. It feeds off your fear, your subservience, your blind worship. It's feeding off the money you donate. It's feeding off of the prayers that you make and the love and the worship, the literal worship that you make. And they're feeding, they're getting. We're loving beings. We all share energy. Our fields are huge because if you're living in a civilization that's following the law of one, all are God. If you're living in let's say the whole planet was like that, well, you can have a few percentage who don't, but I'm saying generally, omni-consciousness, omni-love, omni-Christos love, baby, is when you know it all. You're connected to the all, the avatar level, 1,728 collective, or greater. If you're an indigo child, you live more lives. That's part of our design. It's part of our covenant. We came here and we're made guardians of Earth. We're on planet, honey. We got here just like you through incarnation, but we're coming from a soul level, a higher than soul level. We came through Sirius B, dimension 6, but our higher consciousness comes from the density 5 and ascended master levels, triadic, polaric, and ecadic. I want to give you a hug. Give me a hug, baby. Yeah. Peace. Inner peace. Love yourself. Love your neighbor, your family, your friends. Love all. Love little animals and other living life. You see beautiful scene. It's nature. It's alive. And so we're going there. We're doing this. You're not alone. There's a community. Join our community, guys. Join us on Discord chat. Every single day, people are leaving messages for each other. Lots of love, lots of emojis, lots of helpful tips and links, and you want to be part of that. $5, come on. You can't go to the dollar store anymore and spend only $1. Nowadays, it's crazy, right? It's less than a cappuccino, man. Less than a Happy Meal. Shit. Less than a bottle of water. Well, I don't know about that, but okay. A few bottles of water. What's up? I love you. Thank you for those who are helping this channel. And I'm looking forward to all the information that's coming out in 2024. And I found out that before I do my Phantom Earth video, I want to make some extraterrestrial videos showing you what these races look like, and then do the Phantom Universe video. So I'll have alien pictures for you, alien videos of beings, so you can see what they look like, or at least have an example based on the descriptions you read in Voyagers. Because in Voyagers, you hear things like Anuhazi, feline hominid. You'll get how many DNA strands they have. You'll get what planet they came from and what level of reality and timeline they were part of. That's what these teachings teach. Emerald Order teachings. MCEO. Ashiana Dean. Guardian Alliance. Guardian Angelic Nations. What's up? We choose Christos. We choose Christ. We're not against it. Make your decision. Decide what you're going to vibrate at. You know your frequency, your ideals, your morals, your values. You have a specific alignment. What are you aligned with? What are your thoughts? What are your words? What do you do? How do you treat people? Check that. Then you know your vibration. You know if you're serving vampire or if you're serving Christos. Emerald Order, Law of One. Raga Access Muffin, thank you, Holy One. Much respect, Patos. What's up? What's up? Yeah. We got this. Thank you. Much appreciated. And you guys keep me alive, by the way. Just saying. Thank you for keeping me alive. Bless you for being part of this yourself. And we're only going to get better. So thank you for those who have patience with me. And I'm not perfect, but I'm still developing myself. And I just wanted to share these teachings because I know that they're highly needed. And I believe you need to know innerchristos Law of One, bioregenesis techniques. Emerald Order techniques. You want to know that. It's 11:11. Some of you saw 11:11. Machias, Makoye, Unity 11:11, Sunset Dreams. Lakashmi 1111, Sarah Holder 1111, Rational Mind Riot 1111. I want to join. I want to say 11:11. You guys say to yourself, what's that called? I claim that. I claim 11:11 with me. 11:11, vatos. Yeah, I claim it. Chukasmua. Reclaim your Christ consciousness. Bring in your higher vato locos. Bring in your homies. Bring in your ancestors. Bring in your children. Bring in your history. Your species history. Okay, you got this magnificent history. You're extraordinary beings. You're called a super race, super consciousness. You're 12 levels of love of God. This is powerful race, not the center of the universe, but you say very important. You're serving that Christ code. We're dropping codes, honey. Starseeds and indigos, empaths, lightworkers, we're dropping codes. We're not special. We're not chosen. We're not better. We're part of God, just reminding its other parts of itself that have forgotten itself, distorted itself of what as a choice, free will choice. Hey, you can listen to this and make your decision. No, you're not allowed to because your religion, it won't let you. Why? Why would God command you not to look at other religions and beliefs? Right? Think about it. God loves you. You're a child of God. You're a child of light. That's what you're called. Holy Oraphim. Holy Starseed. Indigo Child. What's up? You got a commission. It's called the Emerald Covenant. Part of the Emerald Order. Blue Flame. Remember, Emerald Order is the blue flame. Holy Elohai. Not Elohim, the fallen ones. That's the ones being shouted out to in the Bible. They're calling it God Elohim. It's Elohai. The guardians, following the law of one, following innerchristos love. What's up, homies? Only the guardians bringing you this information. What's up? Make your choice. I guess you've made your choice. Got you shit. Oh yeah, baby. It's strong tonight. Spirit is strong tonight. Flow. River. Chikasma. And I am so proud of you. Currently, 95% of you feel connected to the Christ. K-R-Y-S-T. And that's just how you spell it in Anahazi language. How you print, that's part of our teaching. We call this Christos avatar with the CH because that's what most of the information, most of the teachings spell it with the CH. Not all of them, because there's sometimes, like I said, the inner circle, the ones who are serious about this work, that's what the inner circle means. We're serious about the work. We're going to call it by the Anuhazi word, Christos. And we know the center masters we call Janus. We call avatars Brenoa. What's up, Anuhazi? Makoye. That's the feline hominids from Dimension 12. They were the original guardian Christos, holding down the fort, man, holding down the avatar of light, bringing in this unity. It's a unity. It's when everyone comes together in one consciousness. That's what we're experiencing. It's not a damnation. It's not a salvation. No one's going to save you. Realize that you're at this level of reality only because you brought yourself here. Through your actions, through your words, through how you treat each other, how you treat yourself. Those energies have repercussions. Those decisions that you thought and acted upon, those brought you into this life, this experience. Your hologram is reflecting your thoughts. You kept thinking it. Even if you're experiencing misery, it's because you're a master manifester. You just happen to be manifesting the dark code, the dark experience, the low vibe inner experience. I would rather feel a blessed experience, a psychic experience, spiritual experience. I want to feel the aspects that's focused on God, on reality, on existence, the multidimensional existence. I'm curious about that. I want to know more about that, and I know some of you do too. We're hungry for this Christ knowledge. We want to become our Christed once again. Become Christed. Learn how to develop your 12-dimensional consciousness. Follow the law of one concepts. I don't mean follow. I mean you'll become in agreement, alignment. Become into alignment with this universal energy. It benefits you. And plus it helps your soul level out. You want to heal this. That's why you put yourself here. You want to heal. You're in healing. Part of you fell. Changed its mind about being unified. Nah, I don't like that. It doesn't serve me anymore. I want to see what it's like to be, that victimizer game. They want to be a phantom. They want to experience what it's like to be egotistical, to be racist, to be hateful, to be jealous, to be, murderous. Wow. So you evolve and then parts of you didn't. Well, it's not like you're going to start hanging around with a bunch of negative polarities who don't even have anything in common with you. You're not going to spend time with those type of people. You want to be with other blessed people. Not because you're, think you're better, but simply you're protecting your energies, man. You want to maintain your energies not be polluted with someone else's field right next to you. You're sitting right next to someone, you're inside their field and you're inside theirs. You're sharing some energy, spiritual cooties. You're getting some, they're in your field. Get out of my field, man. Keep leeches off of your field. Keep fear out of your field. Okay? Keep shame out of your field. Don't shame yourself. Don't feel bad about yourself. Take that out of your field. Reverse that. Transmute that frequency vibration. Change it through your own free will. You have power to do that. So do it. Try it on for size. See if you like it. See if religion doesn't serve you anymore. Okay, this is about God. This is about Christ, Christos. Makosh. Ancient knowledge, homies. Ancient. It's not new age channeling or movement. It's coming from the chi, the guardians, the ones serving Christos love. They serve that. What are you sending out into the world, huh? You don't want to be around that timeline. You drop to a different timeline when you are this. That's why there's people falling Vato to a low timeline. Oh shit. Can you imagine what it's like in the lake of fire? You see, you can't use that word because there's no lake of fire, Holmes. But there is a place of negative, reversed consciousness. There is a true existence of reverse conscious beings. And we're not talking about antiparticle, parallel. This is different. This is beings who have fallen and went against life with their own decision making, to their own free will. And many of them are conscious of it. Like some of these higher avatars, dark avatars, they know that they could return back and get a healing done, call it a host matrix. They can bioregenerate, remember, reverse the reversal, heal the distorted DNA. These teachings do that through colors, light, sound, and symbol code. You're going to move energies through symbols and colors and levels of awareness in your higher chakras. Learn about Merkaba, learn about Kundalini and beyond. There's something called Maharata. Then there's something called the Kirashe and something called the Kundare. These are levels of your family, homie. Levels of your collective. Levels of your heritage, your identity. And you can, as a psychic person, connect to them. You'll have a network of consciousness in your own brain, thoughts, intellect. You'll be receiving lots of streams because you're opening your heart chakra. That's a stream from the fourth dimension. This is fifth dimension. This is sixth. So if you got these chakras opening, that's your soul level streaming into your mind. Well, through these teachings, you'll be getting 12 streams coming into yourself. Higher consciousness, higher selves streaming. When most humans are only... I've heard Ashana say literally, you guys, on Earth right now, there's actually people with only 2.5 strands of DNA. Okay? When we're supposed to be getting our fifth strand. So 2.5 strands. They're almost to 3, but not really. They're halfway there to 3. So they're behind. Okay? 2.5 strands is not good. But then there's all the way up to 3.5 stranders. So no one, the people stuck in an incarnation are the ones who are not getting their 4th strand. But now because of distortions and Stargate warfare, we have to get 5 strands to get out of here. And build your Merkaba and develop your Kundalini and build your shields, your fields. And then you'll be prepared for Stargate travel. And there's so much I haven't covered even on my channel in these teachings. Remember, this isn't my point of view. This isn't my spin. I called myself and made the commitment of only coming from the inner Christos law of one perspective. And I'm not perfect. I'm just saying that that's my covenant, my commitment to you guys, is just to break down these teachings in a unique point of view, not exactly the same workshops as Ashana. Okay, we have just a different presentation, but this is evolving. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like Starman, he's been around for a year. Thank you, brother, again. Yeah, I bet that's the first time I saw that star. I kind of forgot about it. But all of you, I'm grateful for all of you. There's I believe a purple, indigo star, and a blue star, and a green star. The green star being the but we have this only because it's a membership commitment. So, and I'm so grateful for all of you guys, and I appreciate when someone can. It's like you get some negative criticism, but at the same time, I get a lot of love from all of you, and I'm so grateful for all of that. I'm sorry if I can't answer everyone all the time. I mean, that's not my main job, but I do answer most. I just want to say to you, since I'm live now, I answer most YouTube questions, most of them. If someone's being very disrespectful, I won't answer them. Why would you expect me to answer you and not delete your message or delete you? I mean, not you. I mean block you. Don't be surprised if I block you. If your first comment is a bunch of hate or judgment or whatever, the conversation's over. And same with the chat. We don't appreciate that in our community, because we joined this positive omni Christos love community, Christos community, Christ community, for each other and for our, we kind of get lonely because we're kind of like the black sheep of our own families, and because they are all into religions, and bless them, whatever they believe and choose. We just feel lonely because we can't even talk to our religious family. They don't agree with us, and usually they judge you. I know you guys, I'm not making that up. I have people telling me that, saying, yeah, you're right, Damien. My family judged me as soon as I started following these teachings. And you were probably just trying to share with them. So, I mean, but it's not the same as were they trying to convert you. I mean, what I mean is take you out of your beliefs and follow their beliefs. This is not dogma. And so, in a Christic society, where all are understanding this principle, well, that doesn't even exist in your words or thoughts. It doesn't exist because you're not doing it. It's not part of your beliefs or language. It would be pretty freaking unbelievable civilization to be like that. Like we would say the population in general of the planet, however many that is, if most of them are following law of one, that planet is going to be super evolved. That planet is going to be highly spiritual and highly technological at the same time. It will have these massive abilities over energy and consciousness compared to what we do as an individual reincarnate. So you can expect a lot of powerful things in your spiritual evolution, you guys. Okay, you're going to be activating your DNA, which is bringing in your Marvel superhero powers. You'll be seeing other worlds, man. You're experiencing other godlike energies. You experience sacred things, holy things. Okay? And I think the Bible will call this witchcraft. Remember, it's against what God actually represents. Their teachings is against God. And we're not trying to create a division within light workers, okay? We don't we're not judging your beliefs. We're unity. We're bringing in the information about the spiritual war that is happening, that is ancient. And it isn't even the human race's war, you guys. We got caught up in it, pulled into it. We got pulled into the Elohim war. The Elohim's war against God, against Christ, Christos. Anu Elohim, which is the greater race that, as an energy, that created the Anunnaki race. The darker race that created another darker race. A fallen angelic race creating another fallen angelic race. And some of you worship Enki Anunnaki, Enlil Anunnaki, Marduk Anunnaki, Luciferian Anunnaki, whatever. Even Sumerians worship them. Fallen angels. Who else has been following fallen angels, having holidays of fallen angels, having a history of the fallen angels, worshiping the fallen angels? I've heard Ashana say it herself. I've read it in the material. I don't know if I should say it, but you realize, you guys, that the religions are opposite. So it's a flip-flop, a pole, like a reverse. It's literally like we're expanding, they're pulling down. They're good, fragmenting. It's called the path of chaos, which leads you, if you're following and self-destructing, that's like an unconscious oblivion. Becoming lesser and lesser and fragmenting lesser and lesser until you're lovingly, Ashana would call space dust. You become the space dust and get recycled. You know this word recycled? Well, Creator recycles you into new energy. And that memory is like when you wipe the memory of a hard drive, it's gone. But no, that's not the right word. Let me correct myself. It's transmuted. It's transformed. Nothing dies. It's all simply, just like you see water can be frozen and hard and solid. It can boil and become steam. It goes through levels of density. Oh, so do we. We go through levels of God, and those bring in more memory of God, more understanding. So it's not like you go in a straight line, okay? It's actually a leap. Because you go from this body in consciousness to another body in consciousness. So there is a broken link, what they call a missing link. There is a missing link because you totally evolve to a carbon crystal being. And you're more ghost-like, transparent. Ghost-like is like an energy you either can't see or you feel or you do see, and it's got a brightness or a certain, feel to it. You guys, we're all capable of being psychic and experiencing supernatural paranormal things. I know some of you don't want to experience anything like that. But you know how that little kid in The Sixth Sense could see dead people, see ghosts, see energies in different frequency bandwidths, and why you can't? Because you haven't learned it yet. I'm not saying you're going to start seeing dead people. I'm sorry. That's going to confuse some people. It's usually the people involved in certain lives or certain polarities that are going to have experiences with spirit beings, ghosts, or whatever. But most of us are following the innerchristos love, unconditional love, all our God, unity, then Christ consciousness. We're going to be experiencing, different circumstances, different lives, beliefs. And that's okay. We're all creator. We're just not going to hang out with you if you're dark. I'm not going to hang out with you if we're dark. But we do, I don't judge people's beliefs. So if you have some issues, of course, we talk about them. I'm just saying that, I don't judge you. And so, but I'm not going to hang out with you and have a beer or something, you know, whatever. I don't drink beer, but I'm just saying, hang out and chill. Or, you know, it's like, you know what their polarity is taking. I don't want to have something taken. I don't want a molestation. I don't want an attack. I don't want to be drained. I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be used. I don't want to be manipulated. You know, in your energies, you put that in there. You put that intention in your life. You protect yourself. You guys, it's important to learn how to protect yourself. And it's getting bad, just like it was really bad in ancient Egypt. You had a lot of dark magic, dark spirits, and portals that were open that weren't supposed to be open. Okay, a lot of that was healed, but just that was a bad period. We're getting pretty bad. A lot of people are getting sleep paralysis. Hello, that's one being that you happen to be able to see and feel this paralyzing effect. You can't move. Shit, I can't move. That brings fear. It puts you in this low state as it's vampiring you. You know, and then maybe it happens in the astral, or it happens in your twilight period of sleep, like you're half asleep but going to sleep, or waking up, or that period where you remember the most dreams. Dude, you won't believe me, man. This is crazy. I told you I'm studying studying as in, it's hard to explain, but I'm studying the Walking Dead again. I watched it. I never finished it, but I had a lucid dream with this actor who played Rick Grimes. It was crazy. I'm like, what the shit, man? Why didn't I connect to him? Or maybe, you know, it wasn't the movie character. It was just his appearance. It wasn't me even talking about it in the dream. We were sitting in some restaurant, and there was someone across from us, and we were talking about going to a party or going to a nightclub or something. It was a weird dream. He farted too. I thought that was really bizarre. I don't know what the hell that means, but shit. But we were being silly or funny or just planning something fun. That tripped me the F out, dude. I mean, just because I was watching this show and then I go to sleep, you know, that makes sense. Anyways, a lot of you guys have weird dreams. That's one of your awakening symptoms, ascension symptoms, is that you're perceiving more from, it's called, Ashana calls it your fourth strand activation. Your astral fourth level of consciousness is activating. You start having all these psychic experiences or trippy supernatural paranormal shit because you're starting to open those abilities. Remember those abilities within your DNA, because that's what spiritual journey is. You guys have incentive to improve your spirit, your energy. Become masters in energy and masters in consciousness, and your whole life will change. So, well, it's been a blessed energy, you guys, really. High level energy. I think, remember I explained it last time, I think, that since I smoke less, my tolerance is really small. So it's stronger and deeper. And anyways, thank you guys for hanging with me. I'm going to finish up the video now. But bless you so much for hanging with us. And you guys, I come here every Friday and... Oh, did I say Friday? Sorry, I meant Tuesday and Saturday. Every Tuesday and Saturday we have this live around 6 p.m., sometimes around 6:30. But you'll find me here, and come back again. I'll see you on a flip-flop, right? Because we miss each other. That's why we made this community. That's why we have the Discord channel. Now you guys are members who you can hang out with each other and develop friendships. I'm sure I know some of you did. You have friendships with each other, which I think is so cool. And you know it's only going to get bigger and grander and more beautiful and more sacred, right? You better believe 2024, you guys, is going to be a big year for spiritual awakening. Let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, baby. What's up? You're not alone. I'm gonna have myself a salad, and I'm gonna have myself a alkaline electric chili, a bowl of remember that doesn't have meat or anything like that. And we're just gonna rock and roll, watch some more Rick Grimes and Walking Dead, and it's 111 people online, 111 souls. I would rather have a dream about what's her name, Rosita? Is that her name? Dude, she was like beautiful to me, so I would rather hang out, have a dream with her. Like there was a few pretty beautiful girls on it, but for me it was Rosita, man, Rosa or whatever you say her name. I'm part Latino, so I like the girls with the long black hair and tan skin, and that's just everyone has a idea in their mind, right? And there's more than one reason for that. I think it's because I'm seeking my Lemurian soulmate or twin flame. Like I know whoever that is, she's also from Lemuria, or her feels connected to Lemuria. I feel connected to Lemurian girls, and they're brown skin. The teachings tell us Lemurians were brown skin, and so you where do you think the brown hair, the dark brunette, black hair, that appearance, maybe green eyes, blue eyes, but brown eyes too, whatever. So I mean, I dated a Japanese girl once, several Russian girls. I went through a few years or a phase of that, right? A black girl, also a Scottish girl, and I guess like multinational type of guy. I don't know how that happened, it just did. I just know my Ukrainian girlfriend, she had green eyes, or hazel, like it would change. Beautiful blonde Russian girl, and like a model, she did model. Even with me, we had a photo shoot. So, but yeah, it's been like the soulmate twin flame, connection is. I think some of us don't meet that person. It says in the teachings you don't always meet them. You could like skip a life and be alone, or you just have a soulmate. You have a soulmate available to you. That is a connection with your DNA. You share the same template. One's more magnetic, the girl, part of the twin flame, and then one's more electric, the male part of the twin flame, electric, magnetic. Together, you're bringing unity. You're bringing your higher self. That's part of ascension, actually. What I meant to say is it accelerates your ascension. I heard from Ashana in a couple of videos, either 2 to 2.5 times greater field. You will have a greater field if you're with your soulmate or indigo. Twin flame. And I'm going to be making a video about this soon. It's my goal, but I want to talk about the reptilians and the fallen angels and phantom universe, and then go back to that. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging with me tonight. Bless you. Thank you those who donated, and thank you for those who are members. And thank you shout out to my moderators, Celine, Indigo Wizard, bless you, brother, sister, Starman, Little Alien. I love you guys. And you watch our back. Thank you for watching us. It doesn't seem like there hasn't been any bad drama. We had that one troll a few weeks ago, but for the most part, we get a lot of kind, loving people. Where you guys are resonating. So I hope you guys come back again and watch some of my videos. I make playlists. You can check out my playlist tab, and also if you want to support Christos Tower, you can go to my Patreon shop, because that's where I'm selling my diagram. If you're not a member, if you're an Avatar, Rishi, or Ascended Master member, you get that for free. But those who haven't, you're welcome to also purchase it separately, and that helps out this channel as well. I'm trying to grow. I still need to get myself a camera. Anything I receive from you helps me to feed myself, but also get better equipment for this channel to make 4K. I want to make 4K videos, and eventually I have to move out of the house in June. I want to get a better house closer to the internet. I'll make sure I have like 300 megabyte internet at least, right? Anyways, thank you guys for being with me. I love all of you unconditionally. Omnipolarized. 1444. That's 444 right there. It's hard to say bye to you guys. I just want to have starseed sex and you know, I mean, you know, we should all be in union. I'm sorry, that was inappropriate. But we should all just be loving to each other. Just love yourself. You know, I don't mean have sex with yourself. I mean, maybe some of you do, but you know, love yourself. Respect yourself, love others, love all. And you'll start to get some of this information. You'll start to resonate, homie. I know some of you already do. Familia. Christos, homies. Yeah, baby. Peace and love. Bless you from the Guardian Alliance, from the Holy Elohai, Emerald Order. Bless you. See you guys soon. Peace. Have some lucid dreams tonight. Meet some higher self. And study the teachings and practice the techniques. I love you. Good night. Peace, homies. Yeah. Christos love.